So guys, this is my weekly report for June 12th, and give you a little idea what I've been doing this week. I was up at Berryessa doing some kokanee fishing. We caught eagle leg trout, kokanee, crappie. We've been catching a lot of everything up there, and it's been pretty good. And the kokanee are like 17 inches, and the eagle leg trout been pushing 20 inches. Crappie are like up to 2 pounds, so it's a good thing going on there. We're catching them all with tackle that we use for kokanee. And then I'm down in the Delta as usual. We had some really good striper days this week. Earlier, a couple of days ago, I had a 15 and a 20, and we probably caught 15. And then here today, we're on the river. I'm with Lucas Daikon. It's my little nephew here. And we went out. We wanted to target bass, but we kept catching what?
Stripers. They just wouldn't stop biting.
I know. He told me he wanted bass. Well, isn't a striper a bass?
Yeah, they're called striped bass. They're the same thing.
Oh, well, show them what you caught. There you go. So these are the ones you want to catch next week. So let's see you turn them loose. I think the biggest one was 4 something. Look at the tails. Those fish been spawning. We got a full moon. I think they're doing their thing. There they go. Adios, huh? Tell them I'll see you next week. So anyway, it's good. We had a lot of action today. What we catch them on? See if you remember. Come on. You got to tell the truth. Come on. What'd you get them on? Chatterbait, Cinco, and what kind of crankbait was I using? Square bill. Come on, you need to spill some guts here. You can't be quiet all the time. You need to learn to talk. Are you ready for this week's tournament?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta get some practice in though, and get some cast in where you're not trimming all the trees. So his kid's won Angler of the Year twice, so you know he's on the verge of winning again. Then you have to move up with the men.
Yep.
And you're only 12 years old. It's a shame. Okay, other things going on. The ocean fishing. A lot of you guys were out there this last weekend for the salmon season that they put on for 2 days. They probably hit the quota of 7,000. There was a lot of salmon being caught. Most of the action was around Half Moon Bay to the Golden Gate. I know Jay Lopes and that crew there and Gal Don, they slaughtered them. I mean, you know, they're done in an hour. The guys in Bodega struggled a little bit because mostly, you know, this early in the year, most of the fish are down south. But it was a really good, it just shows you how many salmon are really in that ocean, you know, over the years of all the planting. So anyway, this looks like, I don't know if we're going to have a fall season. They'll announce it here pretty soon. We will have a river system, but I know the Sac River is going to be off limits. I think they're going to have zones in American, the Feather, and maybe the McCollum for once. So, you know, just read the rig before you decide you want to go out and do any kind of salmon fishing. Other things going on, haven't heard too much about the bluefin tuna. A lot of guys were all dialed in for this salmon season. So, you know, I didn't hear of too many guys out after chasing after the bluefin. Other things, the San Francisco Bay, halibut. You fish the ocean? No? Why not? You got to learn how to fish for all kinds of fish. But the halibut fishing, we've been having so many big tides, minus tides. So like if you got a tide book or look on your phone and you see the red tide indications, those are fast tides. And those kind of tides, the halibut dig in the sand, they don't even eat. And in June and July have been full of big tides. So, you know, if you find the ones that are slow, it's been better. The guys that really know the bay, like Jay, Richie Acosta, Cal Don, Steve Mitchell, those guys will put you on fish because they know areas where the current doesn't flow as fast, even on the big tides, and they'll put you on fish. So anything like stripers, there's a lot of them in the bay, and they like the faster tides. So, you know, when the bait receiver has bait, because I remember last week they ran out, but they probably have it now. So, you know, you could probably catch stripers. A lot of the fish that were in this river system, they're going to start moving out to the bay, and then they go head out to the ocean. So striper fishing around these parts of the woods. Hey, how was striper season? I mean, striper fishing today. How was it? Huh? Pretty good, huh?
It was fun.
More than you could handle, huh? You were getting tired. So, there's still a lot of them in the system here, and they'll make their way out toward the bay here real quick. One of the notes, if you're looking at the bass that Lucas was holding, we had a full moon last night, right?
Yeah.
And did you notice the tail?
Yeah, they must have just spawned last night or something.
No, or the day before, and they're bleeding all over your dad's beautiful boat. Oh, you got blood everywhere.
Blood there.
So those tails, those fish just did their thing. So there's a lot of them. They don't all spawn at the same time. So anyway, the bass fishing down here has been pretty good. I've been catching a lot of them on chatterbaits, sinkles, and square bills. Those are the three things that I've been using. We've been having just so much wind. It's been terrific down here. The water, some of the sloughs that I'm normally fishing where I can see 2 feet down, I can't even see 8 inches. We pulled in one slough that I normally do good, and I could see down about 8 inches. So we just headed out. There's a lot of areas that I can't fish because it's too dirty. So hopefully this wind will die. You'll get rid of these quick tides, the wind dies, and then I could go fish some other areas. Right now, you got some area that you think you could put some fish in a boat? What do we have today? 15 pounds?
Probably 15, 16.
Yeah, and I think if you had that this Saturday, you might make Angler of the Year again. Okay, so as far as like lakes, bass fishing's been really good. Berryessa has been on fire. Clear Lake's been on fire. We don't want to talk too much about Clear Lake, but somebody was up there not too long ago, huh? And you learned a lot, didn't you?
Yeah.
And we don't want to spill no beans, but you caught some good fish up there. So Clear Lake, Berryessa, all the lakes, Shasta, Orville guys been going up there having 50 fish days. It's pretty much good everywhere. So, if it's bass fishing you want to do, head on out there. So Berryessa, earlier in the year, it was taking over 30 pounds to win a tournament. And there's these guides, a couple of them, Austin Baker and Don Paganelli, who guide there all the time. With the mussel situation, these guys are stuck there. So they can't take their boats and go to Clear Lake or go to New Melones or go to Shasta or anything. Because if you go back to Berryessa, you got to spend $100 and have it decontaminated again. So they're kind of stuck. So it's like my boat, I'm always in the Delta with it, and then with the Gone Fishing Duckworth, I go to Berryessa. So you almost have to have a couple boats or 2 or 3 friends, and then figure out what boat you want to use at what lake. But the bass fishing is pretty good everywhere. You've been finding that out? That bass fishing's been good?
Yeah.
Yeah, at all lakes, huh?
Yeah.
And this kid he's 12 years old, and he can use a forward-facing better than me. I go out and give consulting on it, and I think this guy can give me some consulting. Huh? You think so? Oh, no way. So maybe when you get 18, but not right now. So anyway, the bass fishing is really good at all the lakes. So if that's what you want to do, head on out. Trout fishing, all the Sierra lakes have been really good. The way the weather is, it's probably really good. One of the things about you guys going to start going to these lakes, you're going to have to call the lakes ahead of time and see what their rules are considering the golden mussel. Some of the lakes are going to let you on, some of them are not going to let you on. And a lot of lakes that don't have a decontamination center, then you have to drive up there, tag your boat with the red tag, wait 30 days before you can go back there, and you can't go anywhere else in between. So your boat's going to sit dry for 30 days. You can't fish anywhere. So it makes it kind of rough right now. So if you got a lot of friends, and a lot of my friends, we use Roger, this guy cooking fish, he'll use this for New Melones, and I'll use my Berryessa, so then we switch and flip-flop and fish with each other. But other lakes, Shasta Lake's been really good. Berryessa, Collins, Don Pedro, Comanche and Pardee are closed at any kind of watercraft. You can't use any boats on those lakes. And if you want to go to Berryessa, I would look at Big Nate or Troy Barr. Those guys are up there all the time. They're up there all the time anyway. The king salmon, Berryessa, Folsom, Orville have been really good. Kokanee fishing, New Melones has been the hottest lake. They've been getting up to 19 inches, and can't get your boat on there. You might want to call Kyle Wise. He's one of the guides up there, and he's been limiting out before 9 o'clock. Whiskey Town's good. Shasta's been good for kokanee. Stampede's been good, but the fish are real little. Muller's Bar has been a little bit tough, but I bet you it'll break wide open here pretty soon. One of the things coming up in August, guys, is J&J Tackle is doing a kokanee derby up at Stampede. He's got a lot of sponsors that are backing him, and the entry fee is $0. So there's no cost to enter. So put it on your calendar and come up there. It's August 16th. I'll be up there in the Gone Fishing Duckworth. So coming up and enjoy, a fun day of fishing, and bring your kids, because it's going to be for the kids. So he usually has prizes for all the kids, no matter if their parents can't catch fish. You're still going to get a prize. You might have your dad take you up there. So anyway, shad fishing in the American River, and the Sacramento slowed up a little bit, but the feather, the American's been still kicking out. A lot of the guys are using sabiki rigs. It's almost like a drop shot. You only could have 3 of them on there and put the weight on the bottom, and they're actually really not fishing on the bottom. Like Denise was out there the other day, and they were catching them with the sabiki rig, and I think she said they had an ounce on one. So they throw it out behind the boat, and it doesn't even hit the bottom. The current picks it up, and they were catching them. So once you find the right amount of weight, whether it's a half, 3/4, or 1 ounce, you drop it down, you'll keep catching them. The American River still got some summer steelhead runs in there, shad, stripers. You might want to get a hold of Austin Wilson or Kyler Perry. Those guys are local, and they, I think they pretty much strictly just do that. So they'd be a good guide. They do half trips for the shad. And then crappie fishing, I've been catching a lot at Berryessa while I'm kokanee fishing, catching them trolling in 120 feet of water, 30 feet down. What the heck are they doing out in the middle of nowhere? They're just chasing bait, just like everything else. Clear Lake's been off the hook. There's some record fish being caught there. You could get them at New Melones, and you could also catch them in the Delta. So anyway, there's another magazine. It's on the computer. It's a Mixed Bag Sportsman. You could Google it, and I'm in there. Early Marlin and Sheldon Bright own the thing, and they do a lot of articles. So they do me as an old time guy, and you could read a lot of the articles and stuff that are going on. They get a lot of information from all the new guides. Gone Fishing Marine, they have a decontamination center now, so they can decontaminate your boat, so you can go there, decontaminate it, and then go to Berryessa that day or the next day or whatever, and you don't have to wait. And you might want to go online and make a reservation. But if you're going by there and you have your boat, you want to have it done, you just pull in there. You just have to wait until they do the ones that have reservations, and then they'll get you in and get you out of there. And then if you need a new boat, or you need a new graph, or you need repair on your motor, electric motor, outboard motor, whatever, you can go see Gone Fishing. Tell Mark I sent you. He might give you a little deal there. Every Saturday, I'm on California Sportsman's, and sometimes on Ultimate Bass. You've been in there in the studio with me, huh? On Ultimate Bass.
Yeah.
Huh? Is it fun?
Yeah.
Good. When you get a little bigger, you can take over his place. So anyway, it's on 1140 on the AM dial, and I'm on at 640 every Saturday. Every first of the month I go in. Sometimes I go in other times. And then also, guys, I'm still doing the consultant. I shut my website down, and I'm just doing it through phone, so you can message me or call me at 916-761-7594 and give me a call. And if you want help with your electronics, or like Lucas here called me and said, hey, I need some consulting down on the Delta. And he's learning, he's getting there. So anyway, if you want, you just give me a call, and then we can make a date. If it's something that you want to learn about striper fishing, I do a lot of shallow stuff now with chatterbaits. You want to learn how, or you want to learn your electronics, just give me a shout. 916-761-7594. If you like this video, hit like, please subscribe, and if you want to leave a comment, I'll get back to you within 2 or 3 days. Thanks for watching, and say bye. See you guys next week.
Bye.